Irving is the biggest little city in the United States. Irving is a huge melting pot. We're kind of uniquely situated because we're smack dab in the middle of the Metroplex. We get to benefit from all of the good food and vibes that the different cultures bring.
What I love about the city is the fact that the people care. This is probably one of the most giving cities you'll ever be in.
When I think about the city of Irving, they really kind of sit in between the city of Dallas and Fort Worth and has really been at the forefront of making sure that all of the small communities don't get left behind.
So the way I look at technology is it's a tool, it's an aid in helping us deliver our mission, which is delivering exceptional services to our residents, visitors, and businesses. If you go back 50 years, all police and fire had available to them in terms of technology was radio.
There were no smartphones, no pagers, and certainly not the data connectivity that we have today.
And that connectivity is everything, because when it comes down to it, if anything happens, you want those first responders to get the information and the data they need to get as quickly as possible.
We have tens of thousands of people that come to events. For example, the World Cup is going to affect all of us because it's a huge undertaking. We have over 14,000 hotel rooms. It'll be a challenge for us to move people through on the streets. It'll be a challenge for us to move people in and out of the hotels. Being able to know that we have enough bandwidth and enough network that we don't have to worry about our first responders that are overseeing the project.
Having a network that has a dedicated pathway for public safety is crucial. So when we go to pick something, it's got to be a flawless network. When an officer or a firefighter keys up their radio, they can't wonder whether or not that radio is going to talk. It always has to talk.
The main reason at the time that we chose Verizon was because they had absolutely the best network. Now it's so much more than that.
The Verizon Frontline Network Slice provides dedicated 5G ultra-wideband capacity at the network level that is reserved exclusively for our public safety agencies.
Our officers and vehicles, they're extended on our network. So when an officer fires up their vehicle hits the network and is tunneled into our network securely. They're able to do video. They even are able to listen to live 911 calls. Being able to give them that in the field where they work is tremendous. It does not just put us in a pool of radios and give us priority. It actually creates a highway and says, here's your highway. You've got use of that highway. So that's a huge thing.
All our ambulances are set up with direct connects to the hospital. So when we go in and there's a heart attack or there's a problem, we immediately take the vitals, we immediately are transferring that to the hospital. So when that ambulance pulls up to the door, they know exactly what's been done and exactly what needs to be done.
Push-to-talk's enabled a lot of things. When we look at our traditional land mobile radio networks, they're the best as far as just normal voice. And if you wanted to send even a 1 meg picture, it could take you 30, 40 minutes.
The ROI on the push-to-talk is a no-brainer for me. Looking at the cost to replace a handheld radio is $5,000 to $6,000, and for a push-to-talk device, it's in the range of $50 to $60 a month.
When you think about where we started 25 years ago to now the real-time situational awareness and the real-time communications that services like PTT and the network slice are going to provide, it is game-changing.
The greatest thing that we can have in the city of Irving is the best connectivity of any city, and that's where we are.